Hello, I'm Martin Sadler from Dent-Remover, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I repair this dent on this Vauxhall Corsa. So we're going to measure it up for estimating purposes, just so you can see what's actually involved. Then I'm going to strip it down and repair it, and you're going to see the full process from start to finish. This dent is big, with almost a third of the panel being deformed from the accident, and the bottom edge is looking pretty ugly. This is going to take quite a lot of work to get the panel looking back to factory standard. But I'm going to do this without the need to fill or paint the panel, just by using the paintless dent removal method. Okay, so if we take a look at the damage to inspect it so we can price it, the dent just reaches above the side repeater and it goes all the way down to the bottom here. So put a mark there. So first of all, if we measure it, put this on there, go to 100 mil, so that's 100 mil so far. Come down a bit further. So we'd say it's 280 millimeters long, and obviously because the ruler is sticking to it, it's metal. So it's metal as well, which always makes it a little bit easier to repair. Next we've got the body line. The body line is totally been destroyed. There you go. So it's a body line repair. Okay, the bottom edge of the panel is totally knackered and the paint is damaged a little bit there as well, so once the dent comes out the edge will naturally go in a little bit, just needs a bit more work on there and then we'll touch the edge in. What next? We've got strip and fit, so we need to take this side repeater light out and we also need to take the arch liner out so we can see what's behind there. And there shouldn't be anything behind there. Get really good access to the back, and that'll help me repair it. So we've got R&I as well, and that's the arch liner and repeater. Okay, I'm going to wipe all this off, take the arch liner out, and then I'm going to show you how I repair it. Just to add with stripping this arch liner, we've got these particular clips. They're a bit awkward to do. You've got to push the centres through and then you can retrieve the outside of the clip. Trouble is, once you push these centres through, it's quite difficult to find them because they go inside the chassis of the car or on the floor, and they're a nightmare to find. So what I've found is, if you can get a sharp pick and just stick it in the outside of the clip, go in a bit and then into the centre and pull back, it can withdraw the centre of the clip. Using something like that, really sharp. At the end of the day, it's plastic. It doesn't matter if you stick a little hole in there. The main thing is retrieving the full clip so you can stick them all back in and the trim goes back in without flopping around. And there you go. So with the picks, I've just put a small hole in there, just start to lever out the centre, and then with the pliers, pull the centre out, and the full clip will now go back in, nice and easy. So with the arch liner out of the way, I can get my hand right to the back of this damage, and there's no reason why I can't just use my hand to push it out, because at the end of the day, my hand's softer than a tip. So I'm going to warm up the damaged area, attach these clamps to the edge of the panel. That'll just give it a bit more strength, because when you push in, you don't want the edge to blow out, because it'd be really difficult to save after that. So attach these, warm it up, push it out. Okay, so taking a look at the results of just by pushing it from the rear end with my hand, it's mixed bag really. I did think a majority of this had come out, but there's still quite a defined line there. But it's okay above this hole, so from there, still quite a bit of work to be done down here, but then this area has come out better than what I thought. It did look really bad, but now the dents come out, the panels come out, sorry, the panels come out, it's just taken the pressure off all this. If we have a look with the line board, there you go. So around the bodyline area and the edge, that's going to be pretty straightforward to repair. Just quite a bit of work involved here, but nothing is easy. And we've got a crown there as well, just going diagonal from the repeater hole. So with the Fender pliers, I'm just going to switch the end from the supplied plastic tip, and I'm going to put a rubber soft cap on there. I've also got a wide bridge on there so you can see a lot more. It's just a lot more flexible to use, and you can bend the pliers as you're working on the panel like that. Okay.
Check out our new YouTube channel, Those Dent Guys, for the latest in Great British paintless dent removal.
Okay, so I'm going to put the line board on there now, because fog isn't my, it's not my favourite. You can see now. Oh yeah, look at that. So just tapping down a few high areas using the Boss PDR knockdown with an R4 cherry cap screw tip. Really good, because when you're tapping down the dented area, you're not going to be making pit marks, dot marks, so you can move a lot more metal quickly. So I'm going to use the edge pliers for this one, and I'm going to be using a bladed, like whale tail type tip, and these tips you can buy them in a set of 3, and they're from DB Tools. Don't know if you can see that. There you go. So you get a curved one, a long straight one, and a short one. DB Tools, Danilo. Okay, it's from Italy. Spot on chap. Get in touch with him. He'll send you a set, and they're excellent for doing right in the edges of wheel arches. And this is Danilo's bent edge tip, so I'm going to use that now, just levering off the tyre, and I can get right onto that edge. You don't want to be pushing really hard, because if you do, you're going to knacker that wing edge up straight away. There's so much leverage on this. Okay, so I'm really happy with how I'm progressing so far. The bodyline area is looking really well, but I need to now change tips because I'm working my way up to the top. So I'm going to take this edge tip off, Gonna then go on with a mushroom tip, and that's a M96. Once I've got the majority of the damage up, I'm gonna swap and go onto a plastic cap screw tip. And then once we've got a bit further, I'm gonna then change to a gator V-tip because it's super sharp and I can pick out any tiny imperfections. So here we go. And I need something to lever off, so I'm using the moose knuckle. Use that quite a lot, especially for wheel arch repairs. Just go straight on the wheel like that. Pop your bar in. And there you go. Nice and easy. Okay, so majority of this dent has come out now. Is a little bit ripply still, and we've got a bit more to repair down there and here. But what I'm going to do now, I've got this crown here, so I'm going to tap this crown area down. Again, that's going to put more strength into the middle of this panel, and then I can carry on with the rest of the repair. Okay, so the tools that I'll be using to tap this crown down, got my Shane Jack blending hammer, it's my favourite hammer, and my favourite crown killer. It's the Crow Carb Knockdown. It's got a slightly domed leather tip head, so it's not going to damage the paintwork or anything like that, and it's just really good for blending out those crowns. Not using much pressure, tapping force on the hammer. Just that much, just using the weight of a hammer, that's all you need, and you'll get rid of the crown area. So off comes the mushroom tip. I'm going to go on with a plastic cap tip, screw tip.
I hope you're enjoying this repair video so far, and if you are, it'd be great if you could like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to tick the bell and you'll be notified as soon as I bring out another repair video.
So I've just changed directions, repairing directions, because I've lifted up the area below the repeater lamp, but there is a crown coming this way. So I've changed directions, I can see it really clearly. Just going to tap it down with the Crow Carb, and then I'll change again and work my way down there. This is the area I'm repairing now, and I'm going to work my way back to the bottom. Going to change my tip as well. Okay, I'm taking the plastic soft tip off. There we go. I'm putting the gator V-tip on. Like I keep saying, super sharp, and it's what you want for all the fine detail. You won't break the paint if you go careful. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this. There's a few areas where if I'm looking from the opposite direction, I can see a few imperfections. So I'm going to put the board on the opposite side, get the hula hoop bar, and work from this side, coming this way. And here we are, hula hoop bar with a gator V-tip on there. Okay, so I'm nearly there now. Just a few small highs that I need to knock down, so I need to be really precise. So I'm using the VIP tools knockdown. It's got a polished tip on the end. I can be really accurate with this. So I'm going to tap them down and then use the Gator V-tip, the sharp tip, to lift them out, and then I'll show you the finished results. Okay, so I'm just using the inspection board. I'm going to check it, cross-check it from both sides, just see if it's all looking really nice, and then I'll show you the finished results. Looks good so far. Spot on, let's take a look. Okay, so just before we have a look at the finished results, I'd just like to say a big thank you for watching my video so far, and I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, it'd be great to get a thumbs up, and you're welcome to leave a comment below. If you subscribed to my YouTube channel already, that is superb, and if you haven't, it'd be great to get you on board, because it really will help my channel grow. Enough of that, let's go and take a look at the finished results, and see you soon.